Good morning. My name is Emogene King. Um, on December 3rd, um, I was driving to my cousin's house. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. A car swerved into my lane and it caused me to hit the median on 10. Um, um, Somebody found me on the side of the road, passed out. My leg was gashed open from the bottom of my knee to the middle of my thigh down to the bone. I was bleeding out. And then the only thing I could think about is call my mom. When I called my mom, it was my auntie, but I gave them her number when they woke me up. A sheriff's office pulled up, and
Take your time.
they got me.
Take your time. Take your time.
They were yelling, and they were accusing me of drinking. They said that I needed to take a breathalyzer test. My mom, which is my auntie, she's right there. She was trying to get to me, and they told her no. It was other civilians over there with me, and all I wanted was her. They wouldn't let me get into the ambulance, and the EMTs was trying to tell them that I needed to go because I could bleed out of how much blood was on me. My head went through the windshield. I still have a mark, but it's healing. I had cuts everywhere. My ankle was messed up. They still held me up. They said that they had to do a breathalyzer test on me before I could get into the ambulance. And I was like, why do I have to take a breathalyzer test? I didn't do anything wrong. I don't drink. So he did the breathalyzer test on me, and it came back negative. I wasn't drinking, and then he accused me of being on drugs. And I said, I don't do drugs. So the EMTs kept saying, hey, we got to take her now, and she's going to bleed out. They finally let me get into the ambulance. When I got into the ambulance, it took me a long time to get to the hospital because they were trying to get me stable. They didn't know if I was going to make it. When I got to the hospital, they thought they was going to have to amputate my leg because it took me so long to get there. They ended up saying that I saved my own leg by wrapping a towel around it. They didn't understand how I knew to do that, but I guess because I watched TV.
Yeah.
So I tied my own leg up to try to stop some of the bleeding. They didn't know if I was going to make it to the next morning. While I was in the hospital, the sheriff's office came back and they did another breathalyzer test on me while I was totally out of it, and they questioned me, but I don't even remember that. The only reason why I know is because a nurse told me what happened. They said that, do you remember the sheriff's office coming here? They did a breathalyzer test and they talked to you, and I don't even recall that. They didn't get any of the lady's information on the scene. She was saying that she was so sorry. She didn't mean to hit me, and all they did was focus on me. It's no police report. It's not anything. It's no breaker. Only thing is a crash report with one car. I felt like a criminal, like I did something wrong, and when I hear people yelling, I kind of freak out because I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I never thought that I'd go through something like that. I don't really like to talk about it because it kind of breaks me down. But I just feel like that I was a victim and not a criminal in that situation, and I should have been treated better. Because I don't have a record, I've never done anything. And that just hurts me. So it's really bad. But
Y'all needed to hear that.
I know.
That's just one of many.
I know.
Do you mind if I ask you, and I'm so sorry for what you had to experience there. Do you mind if I ask you, from everything that was said here today, with the plan to talk to JSO, to talk with the sheriff, that would have helped if that was in place before what happened to you? Do you think this could really make a difference so this could never happen to anyone else?
Yes, I think that it'll take their protection down, where they think that they can do anything to us and not have any consequences because we're looking at what you do to us. You got to report. Everybody's going to say something, and you can't get away with it.
So what did you do afterwards? Because if there's no report, I mean, unfortunately, you know, it's kind of like how would anyone believe you unless you speak up and say what you're doing right now?
My auntie, she called the sheriff's office. She talked to their superior to report that to them, and they said that he was in his rights.
Do you know the officers who were doing this to you?
I'm not sure of the name of them. There's no report.
Not on a crash report, but y'all can do that. Y'all can find out. You know, that's why we wanted you to hear this. I'm telling you, there's more stories
Would you
that you don't know about.
would you like those officers to be held accountable in some way?
Yes, I would like them to be held accountable because you can't just do that to people. You're damaging them, their future, on how they respond to stuff, what they go through. They just got to do better.
And you were being told to get in the ambulance because you had these injuries and they were delaying. Are you saying they were delaying?
They were landing, they wasn't letting me in. I was in the hospital from December 3rd to the 21st.
Do you know the results of the breathalyzer?
It was negative.
All of them were negative, both times. They shouldn't have taken the second breathalyzer. Yeah. But they could have taken the breathalyzer when they got to the hospital, not but put her in the ambulance and get her to the hospital, and then let the people, the doctors and the nurse said they shouldn't have been talking to her because she was sedated. Yeah. But they did it anyway, and they took the breathalyzer. And the Florida Highway Patrolman showed up. They would not turn the case over to them. And the lady who hit her, there's no record of her. So I mean, I got to be honest. You know, people lie, right? JSO lied too.
Yeah.
Okay, so this should have not happened to her. That's dehumanizing. And that's what we're talking about. That's why we're here. We didn't have to be here. We were trying to talk to him before we got to this point. And like I said, we got others. I got written reports of how they miss people. I mean, it's just bad. Thank you. Appreciate you. Love y'all, okay? Great job. Great job.
Yeah.